Your thoughts create your reality in the future. And if that's true, what were you thinking half a year ago, 3 years ago, to create your current reality? And if this offends you like really badly, it might be worth the 22 minutes spending with me to just ponder the thought, if that would be possible, how did I think and how do I want to think? That's even better. It's just interesting to have an inventory about today and think of the thoughts you are thinking all the time, coming to this place and time in your journey and in your reality now. But the future is ahead of you and you can choose how you think. And that's what I'm so passionate about. And that's why I decided to change these videos from the 1st of February, to create little mini master classes as we have them in the Joy Academy for longer. There it's 60 minutes or 90 minutes spending time with me. I teach something, then you do an exercise, then you try something, we do a meditation. It's just a beautiful, sacred time we spend together, and afterwards you see results right away and you are in the topic. Your head is spinning within this topic and you gain clarity and you are just working on it even subconsciously during the day or the days. And then you have a 30-day challenge where you get daily inspiration for that topic. So of course the Joy Academy is a bigger thing, but you are welcome there anytime. I'm there with open arms and calling you in, spending a whole year with me and this beautiful community. But these 22 minutes are so valuable too. So always when you have time for yourself and you have a pen and paper and you are digging into some topics, that's just gold. And it's a gift from yourself to yourself. And let's dive in straight away. What is your life looking like? What's happening around you now? In your job, in your relationships, in your family, how you live, and just your environment. All the topics, maybe money, all the topics of your life. Write down an inventory for 5 minutes. It's so important that we know where we are to know where we want to go. So write down, how is it going? What's going on? 5 minutes. I will close the camera that you're undistracted. I will write it into the comments what you have to do if you watch this and are like, what's the question? And then you just spend these 5 minutes with you, pen and paper. What's going on in my life? How is it? How is it now? 5 minutes, run from now. Have fun with that. What is going on? How is my life? Write it all down. Little sentences, just words. Maybe you scribble a sketch. How is it going? Have fun. Still 1 minute to go. 1 minute 38 seconds actually. And I just want to tell you, 5 minutes. If you're waiting for someone, it could be endless. 5 minutes doing an exercise like this might seem like, oh, come on, 5 minutes don't make a difference. They do. They really do. You and yourself with a pen on paper. That's so valuable. So go all in. It's 1 minute and 11 seconds now. I love this jingle so much. Mika and I always snuggle a little in the morning before she really has to get up for school. And she chose this jingle to, when we set the alarm, like now we have to get up. So it's called Soft Like Silk. In German it's Seidenweich. And I just love this whole sound and experience connection. This sound makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm loved and I give love. So anchors like this are so powerful too. So we get to that later. I was skiing last year and I was in the powder. It was super great and not a steep slope. And I was in the powder and it got a little edgy. And then there was an information post that here no sleds are allowed. And I was like, not in the post, not in the post, not in the post. And soon after, I was just fighting with this post, like the one leg on this side and the ski, and everything was just messy. And then the post even fell over. And my friend, she was just laying in the snow, laughing out loud at me. It looked so ridiculous how I was fighting with this pole with the information on top of it. I was thinking all the time, not in the post, not in the post, not in the post. And there he was. It was. So that's how thinking works for us. Also, if you have a little child walking on a what's that? Some narrow thing on a wall. I'm sorry. I was looking for the word. If your child is walking on a wall and you're like, take care that you don't fall off the wall. It's falling off the wall is in the mind of your kid. Or if you say, take care that you stay up there, that's the same thing like don't think of a pink elephant. You mean you can't resist and you have a pink elephant in your mind. It's just how our brain works. And our subconscious don't understand the word don't. So the pole, so the pole is the goal, and there I was. Instead, I could have thought, I'd like some more powder, like the one I had before, like a really cool, not so steep slope or place I could just slide down and enjoy, like flying. I love this feeling of the powder snow underneath my skis or my snowboard. That's even better. So thinking of the things you want, that's the big trick. And what do we do in life? Like, oh, I have no money, money's not coming in, money, or like, I will never find my soulmate, and this is a shitty place I live in. Maybe you don't do that, but maybe you do in one topic or another. And that's why we did this exercise. How is it going in your life? You wrote down 5 minutes for 5 minutes what is going on now. So think back and also investigate in your thinking right now. What is going on in your head? Like, are you thinking about not finding your partner all the time, and find your equivalent, your topic, which is challenging to you? And I hope you have so many areas of your life where you're like, oh, I'm the luckiest girl or the luckiest guy anyway. So maybe you focus on the challenging parts and go all in there, because that's where you can change the most. But it's also beautiful to think of, like, my relationship is so beautiful. What am I thinking about my relationship? Only supportive thoughts. When my partner comes in our living space, like the entrance door, I greet him or her or them with a nice greeting, and not like, why didn't you do the laundry yesterday? You can choose always how you interact with people, with situations, with neighbors. You are in charge, and that's my big message I will preach for the rest of my life. You are in charge, and you can decide so many things: how you talk, what you think, and what you do. That's in your hands. So let's take 3 minutes now to think of, what do I think regularly, daily, every minute, and how are these thoughts helping with becoming who I want to be, or with getting what I want instead of the things I don't want around me right now. So what do you think, or what did you think back when, like 2 years ago, so that your current situation now is happening as she is happening now? So investigate in these thought things now, right now, this morning, yesterday, a year ago. Just write down how you're thinking and what is coming to your mind all the time. Okay, 3 minutes more. Let's do this. Stay with me. I know this is sometimes like a little icky or exhausting, like, oh, come on, I don't want to do it. Please do it for yourself, not for me. I'm not your teacher, and I don't give you grades. I was a teacher for 12 years in a professional school for food technologists, and I had great fun with these guys and girls. But I really appreciate the setting now, that I can teach you, I can lead you, I can take care of you in a 22 minutes long masterclass. I can take care of you in the Joy Academy for a whole year and support you and inspire you and be your coach and guide. But in the end, you are doing everything for yourself. And if you are happier and healthier and more powerful and you have more money, you are just a brilliant being to be together at work, for having you as a co-worker or as a boss, as a family member. It's just so much easier when you are in charge of your life and like, ooh, I feel good. Let's feel good together. Instead of like, and then being the Debbie Downer of the team, of the family. And if your name is Debbie, I apologize. I'm learning all these terms in English, you know. But let's dive in. 3 minutes. What do you think? What were your thoughts in the past this morning? Let's be really honest with yourself. Please be honest with yourself. 3 minutes. I set the timer with the soft like silk jingle again for 3 minutes. Write it all down, okay? Let's go. the silly little fun I have with this jingle may be a thing for you to think of what brings me so much joy. Just a little bit, a spark where you are smiling and like, oh wow, life is fun. This is easy. I go with the flow. Maybe you have something which is just so uplifting for you, like going down a slide. If there is a slide, that's for me. Like I just do it without thinking of what other people could think of me. Or maybe you're skipping down a street or cruising with your bicycle in lines, like curvy lines, like again snowboarding or skiing. Do things like that in your day and your life will feel better, just because you fulfill your joyful, childish, maybe totally stupid wishes of being just a lightful being in the flow of life. So, how was this? Like 3 minutes of investigation. How do I think? What do I think all the time? What were my thoughts when 2 years ago, when I created the reality I am in today? If that's the case, you know, if you are highly doubting this and calling me out to be an insult with just saying things like that, just stay with me and go further in your inventory, in your investigation. Okay, I think all the time I'm broke. So maybe I could change that. And that's the fun thing about mindset work and what we do in the Joy Academy all year long. What do I want? And then all the energy you are spending in this downward spiral, like, oh, and the feeling is so exhausting and it's heavy and it's sorrow and it's just not a pleasant feeling at all, having these thoughts turning around in your head and they are pulling you down. Like, stop it. I don't give you any energy more. What do I want? What is it what I want? And go into this direction and put the energy you used for this, like, feeling, use it for uplifting, lightness and energy to go in the direction you want. For that, of course, you have to first find out what you want, but then think about what you want all the time. Like, really, if you want to go the downward spiral, you say stop and think of the things you want and check in with yourself regularly and feel the difference. It's huge. And if you don't believe me, challenge me in the Joy Academy and you see what happens in a whole year, because mindset is so powerful. And I really believe that you really create your reality only with your thoughts, of course also with your actions. And be aware that you are a free, powerful being, and where you put your energy, where you put your thoughts is so important and powerful to create the future and the reality you really want. Please try it and tell me how it goes, and tell me if you do 22 minute long Joy Masterclasses. I want this topic or Ronja, this is my challenge. What do you do with that? Challenge me and write in the comments what you want to work on. 22 minutes is not long, but it is 22 minutes, and you can change your life in little powerful energy boosts like this one. And I'm so proud that you are watching this and actually doing the journaling. Give me a thumbs up if you liked that, and subscribe if you watch this on YouTube. I love you. You are in power, and just take care of your thoughts and create a beautiful future for yourself. And I'm happy to be your host next week. See you then. Bye bye.